Oh my gosh. No. That's a little better. I miss it. And I don't miss it. Just the hair in the bun, you guys. Hey everybody, you are watching Ballerina Badass. I just want to get through that. Hello, Fear. Hey everybody, you're watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed, and today I'm talking about how and why I finally really quit ballet again. And then am still wanting to come back, but not in the same way again. I started this channel in 2013, I believe. And so I'd already had my first career in ballet in my early 20s. And I had to move to New York and get as far away from my parents as possible to give myself permission to quit. But I always felt like I quit out of failure because I wasn't having a good experience in the company that I was in at the time. I really hadn't had many good experiences at all in the companies. And, you know, was that all the company's fault? No, it's also my fault. But then really it's nobody's fault. It's understanding what kind of a dancer are you? What kind of a person are you? Are you cut out for company life? I was not. And I didn't know that. I was just trying to do what I thought was the right thing. I had everything figured out by the time I was 9. This is what I was going to do. And I gave up everything else that I loved. And I love a lot of stuff. I gave up singing. I gave up instruments. I gave up sports. I gave up boyfriends. I gave up musical theater. I gave up acting. I gave up, God, this sounds so effing privileged, but whatever. I gave up a lot to try and make it in this area. When I moved to LA, the writer's strike hit. I've said this stuff in videos before, you guys, but this is my first video back in how many years? I think my last video was in 2020. So look, it's a review. So then moved to LA, the writer's strike hits, can't find any work as an actor, go back to dancing. So I'm like 27, 28 at the time. Really enjoyed it, actually, but I still wasn't doing what I truly wanted to do. What I've actually truly wanted to do since I was little, which is act and sing and dance. But it's like with dance, especially with ballet, I always felt like it would suck me in. Ballet was like the worst codependent. Oh, good, the light went out. Okay, the light's out. We're going to keep going because there you go. Here's what I want to tell you guys. I started this channel in 2013 to chronicle my midlife crisis of returning back to ballet. And I feel like, when I finally stopped dancing in 2017, I didn't know what to say to any of you guys because I left on another really kind of down note. It should have been like a yay positive thing because I'd finally decided, wait, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do other things. But there were so many unresolved issues for me. Resolved issues of people pleasing, resolved issues of drama at the studio that I was currently with, unresolved issues with my parents, unresolved issues with myself. And yes, that's part of the journey, I guess. But what happened was, I guess, my motto for this channel has always been never give up, never stop dancing. And it's true. But then wait, what does it mean? And so when I did give up dancing, it was terrifying because it always felt like my secret power, even though I never thought I was very good at it, even though I thought I was horribly overweight, no good, never good enough. Still, outside of the dance world, it felt like the secret power, like, ooh, you're a dancer. And even today, people still ask me, oh, you're still dancing, right? And there's this piece of me, it's the inner child going, no, I don't do that anymore. And that doesn't define me. And but I do want to still dance. And at first I thought of ballet as like the most codependent, abusive relationship I've ever been in. Like the worst boyfriend, girlfriend ever. And then you wonder, well, are you the toxic person? Am I the toxic person in the relationship? Maybe ballet is not the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. So there's that. It took me, it's now 6 years later since 2017. So today I actually do love my body. I do. I like it. I love it. I like it. I do. And there's still I still have body dysmorphia moments. It's ridiculous. I'm at least, it doesn't matter how much heavier I am now or different shaped or anything like that. But I just came to this realization of, good God, am I going to spend the rest of my life hating my body? I watched my mom do that. It's sad. And I'm not trying to put her down. My heart broke for her. And I don't want to do that anymore, So there's that. And then my dad died in 2021. Guys, it was really weird. First of all, it was horrible. Another story for another day if I ever tell it. But now that both my parents have passed, it's like this burden of I need to do this for them, which I never did. But in my mind, I did. But that burden is gone. And so all of this stuff mushes together to create this sort of like, so what do I want to do now? And when I talk to my friends who are still dancing, I have a friend who is an incredible artist and choreographer. She dances with the Metropolitan Opera. You've probably seen her on this channel before. She's amazing. And whenever I get with her, I just, the ideas, the conversations, the interest, everything around dance as a whole and ballet just comes bursting out of me. It's such a great thing. And then the thought of talking to other people makes me want to, and I don't ever want to talk about it or do it again. So then I thought, well, what am I going to do with this dance channel I have? I still have stuff I want to talk about in dance. I still have videos I want to make. I'm passionate about trying new things. I'm passionate about finding the humor. I'm passionate about finding the beauty. I like talking about it. I like doing it. It's just not to the point where it becomes an obsession again, where it takes over my whole life. And I guess there's a piece of me that's always a little scared that if I start doing it again, it's gonna take over my life again. And just so you guys know, what have I been doing instead of ballet? I have been doing a crap ton of stand-up comedy, which is so, oh my God. My dad saw one of my sets before he died. And I remember, I think he said, wow, it's very edgy. And when my dad uses the word edgy, it's not really a compliment. My dad, I think, very much, first of all, would have preferred if I were a boy. Because if I were a boy, then I could have gone into the military. And trust me, I would have. Because military, ballet, a lot of similarities there. Maybe we should do a video on that. But since I was a girl, it's like, oh no, I think then he wanted me to be his perfect little ballerina, And I tried. But then, as my brothers pointed out, I would absolutely rebel behind his back. But I wouldn't be that way in front of him. So it was very two-faced. And I think my brothers absolutely resent me for that. Because it's like, oh, your sister, she's so good. And they're like, we know what she's doing, actually. And let me tell you, it ain't Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Anyways, does any of this make sense to you guys? I don't know. The whole channel is called Ballerina Badass. So that's not saying, so the point is, so I'm getting nervous and excited and anxious and overwhelmed. I'm going to try a bunch of different stuff out on this channel. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to try and use this not just as a place to barf up all my issues for my own therapy. Okay, maybe a little, but also maybe some of it will actually be helpful to some of y'all. Maybe there's dancers out there right now who are currently dancing and they want to get out, but they don't know why. I remember meeting dancers like that when I first went into my first company. There were older dancers and I could tell they were miserable. And I would talk to them and they'd say like they really one of them wanted to be a marine biologist, but didn't know how to quit ballet. One of them wanted to go back to college. I think several of them did. So I guess it's that whole thing of maybe these videos will help give some dancers courage to look at life beyond the ballet bar, beyond the ballet ball. Because for me, I never understood the concept of doing ballet for fun. Once I turned 9 or 10, that's when I was like, nope, it's not fun anymore. And I lost it. I lost the fun. I want to get the fun back. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So hopefully some of these videos are helpful to you guys. If you have any specific requests that you want me to make a video about, if it's how to do multiple turns, I'm not the right person. Go to another channel. If it's how to get way high extension, look, I'd still like to figure that one out. And actually, I think I know how, but I don't think I want to put my body through it because my body is, I am of a certain age now. I have no desire. I've still got both of my original knees, both of my original hips. I am very grateful and I would really like to keep that in place. So I'd love to know how you're doing. Are you still dancing? Are you still out there in the dance world? My God, I saw a little bit of what was happening during COVID. I don't know how y'all got through it. Good God. It's hard for me to watch a lot of ballet because there's still so much stuff, but it's getting better. And finally, a shout out to my ballet teacher, Miss Alexandra Zaharias, who turns 94 today, or February 1st, whenever this video comes out. I believe it's on February 1st or February 2nd. 94 years old. 94 years old, you guys. And she's closing her studio. That's also kind of part of it. So you're like, oh, Georgia, then are you just making this because you feel like you owe her? Am I going into another codependent route like my parents, but now with Miss A? No, but at the same time, she gave so much. Ballet gave me so much. Do I owe it? Yeah, I owe it a little bit. Yeah, why not? Give back. They always say, give back. If you want to know about Miss Alexandra, please let me know in the comments because I just can't believe the studio's closing. It's been there, God, I think she's been there like 60 years. It's ridiculous. The COVID you couldn't keep it. If COVID hadn't happened, trust me, she would still be teaching like today. It's insane. That's it. I guess that's it for today. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking and know that I love you all. And know that I can say now, never give up, never stop dancing, whatever that means to you. Oh, and by the way, if you do need to stop dancing, I can tell you right now, sometimes that's the best thing you can do. Sometimes that's the thing you have to do in order to be able to start again, in order to be able to see yourself in a whole new way, in order to truly love yourself. So it's okay. Yeah. Wow. Am I going to have to come up with a new motto? I don't think so. Maybe it's always give up, always stop dancing. All right, I gotta go. I love you all. Toy, toy, toy.